Hi guys, welcome back to another video. It is your girl, your one and only Shayo. And I hope you guys have been good. I hope you guys are well, because the past few weeks in this country has been a torture. It has been horror. We're trying to fight extrajudicial killings, and in the process of letting our voice be known, more extrajudicial killings were carried out. And I know that it's not yet, this is not the end. We're still going back. But anyways, today's video is not going to be about that. Today, if you have checked out the title, you know that we're talking about something interesting, intriguing for both genders. It is interesting for the female gender because it's about us, and I know that we all want to know more about our body. And it's also intriguing for the male genders because they like our body, so they all want to know more about our body. Anyways, let's get into the video.
I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing. Go.
Before we get into the video, in case you can hear some noise at the background, it's basically my fan. That's because it's been kind of stuffy and I really ate it, so that's the essence. I'm sorry, please bear with me. Like I said before, we're going to talk about the female body. To be precise, the lower part of the female body. To be more precise or more specific, if there's anything like that, we're going to talk about the hips. And to be extremely specific, we're going to talk about hip dips. Hip dips might be a new topic to you. It might be something that you've heard about before, or that you might even know about. But just so all of you can know, I'm going to kind of define what hip dips is.
You see those gentle inward curves formed below your hips and above your thighs? That is what is called hip dips. Hip dips are naturally occurring inward dents or depression along the side of your body, just below your hip bones. We also call it violin hips because it is shaped like the side of a violin. You see, there are a lot of misconceptions about hip dips. Some people mistake it for love handles. Some people say it shows how healthy or how fit you are. This is that hip dips has nothing to do with how fit you are. It has nothing to do with your health. It has nothing to do with your fat build up. It's all about your skeletal structure. Actually, there are two bones responsible for how pronounced your hip dip is. That is the ilium. The ilium is located in your pelvic girdle. Your pelvic girdle is the bone in your hips. And then we have the femur. The femur is the bone located in your thigh. Now, if your pelvic girdle sits up high and is quite wide, there will be a noticeable dip between it and where your femur starts. So that distance that you can see between your ilium and the femur is what we call the dip, what we call the dent. The truth is that if we are all stripped down to our skeletal structure, take away the skin, take away the muscles, the fat and everything from your body, and all we have left is the skeletal structure, all human being has hip dip. Hip dip is in all humans. The distance between the pelvic girdle and femur varies between individuals. That's why it is more noticeable in some and it's not noticeable in some. So it has nothing to do with your fat buildup, because we have thick girls with curvy shape, hourglass shaped girls that still have that deep, that dent in their hips, and we also have slim girls, like really slim girls with no fat build up in their thighs. They don't have fat build up in their hips, and they still have that dent, so that dip. So that's nothing to do with you living an healthy lifestyle or fit lifestyle. No. The fun fact is that Hipdip wasn't even known. There was nothing like Hipdip. Hipdip wasn't a thing to social media made it a thing. Don't know what.
So yeah, NEPA never ceases to disappoint in taking their life. Anyways, I have hip dips. In some people, the dip is more pronounced than others. Like I explained earlier, hip dip is actually in everybody, because the pelvic girdle and the femur are not together like this. There's a space between them, and that space forms the hip dip. The space, however, in some people are, should I say, shorter than in some people. So the more pronounced your hip dips is the distance between your pelvic girdle and your femur. So I have hip dips. Let me show you guys mine. Like I said, it's a dent in the hips. I don't know if you guys can see, but this is it right here. Yeah, this is it right here. A rounded hips is like this, yeah. But someone with a pronounced hip dip like mine, I actually thought my own was more pronounced than this. No, someone with a pronounced hip dip has this like curve to here, and then there's a bit of a dent right here, and then this. So this is my pelvic girdle. Yeah, my pelvic girdle is located here, and this is my femur. Your femur is located on your thighs. So yeah, the distance there causes this deep. I don't know if I'm trying to make you guys see. I'm certain that you guys can see because it's deep. Yeah. So that is what is known as hip dips. Yeah. So let me talk about my insecurity about hip dips. I discovered I had hip dips when I was in secondary school. When I entered puberty, when I started growing, my sister brought my attention to. Actually, she was the only one that brought my attention to it. She was like, you have this kind of. Should I say what? That's not what she used. But she made me know that it was like. And I was like, what are you saying? Get out of here. It's because you're too small. I'm older than her. Because you're too small. You've not entered puberty. This is how your body should look like when you enter that stage. But like in secondary school, I could only notice this on myself. Like I saw other girls' hips and this was rounded. You know, some girls didn't have hips at all. Like it was straight. And some were rounded, but that dent wasn't there. And I really loved and admired rounded hips, and I thought that I had a problem. Fact is that Hipdip is absolutely totally natural, and it's not something that you can just go and change because it has nothing to do with your flesh and stuff. It's your skeletal structure basically. I was insecure about my body. I didn't like the way my hips looked like. I thought I did something wrong. Probably my lifestyle. And what lifestyle was I having? Probably I didn't exercise right or something. I was praying to God. I was like, God, please take this away from your daughter. Please, I don't want this dent in my hips. I didn't know what it was, but I didn't like it. So I tried things. I tried exercising. I browsed about it. Because there was this girl in secondary school then. She had this perfect hips. If you're watching this, you know you're the one. They gave her this nickname, Flame Mistress. So she had this nice hips, and I was always, whoa, I love that hips. I want that hips, but I didn't have that hip, so I didn't like my body at all. And the funny thing is that I was so insecure about my body, but people were telling me that they love my body looks nice, I have a banging body, blah 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 blah. And I myself I felt so insecure about my body. Fun fact, I was a kind of advisor to people about body confidence. Like when someone comes to meet me about how they feel like they don't like this part of their body or how they feel like this part of their body is not perfect, I will sit you down, talk to your life, make you realize that you were created to be perfect. Like God sat down, is the whole day to create just you, and had to rest the following day. He did a perfect job, so you should not consider yourself like this. But about my own body, I was not secure. My younger sister has this kind of she has tiger. That's his rubber light. Sorry, this is rubber light. She has a gap in her thigh. No, she's slim. So most slim people have thigh gap. And then she has a kind of a little bit both leg. So she's always conscious about that both leg. And I've talked. I was like, what is wrong with you? This thing that you're always about. Some people love. I was doing internship training last year with one of my colleagues, and then it defined the kind of, we talked about the kind of girls he liked, and that description was like what he liked about girls, or what my sister didn't really like about that stuff. So I just messaged her because we don't stay in the same place. I was like, see, all this thigh gap that because I love thigh gaps. I don't want to say I'm on the plus size, but I'm not slim, so my thigh gets to each other when I work. It's called button. I do have button. That means when there's this kind of friction, you know, when you rub your hand so much, it becomes hot. There's this kind of friction between your thighs, continually hit each other, and then when you get back home, it's so not comfortable. And if water can mistakenly touch that part, it's a pepper. So I have to wear tights whenever I'm going on a long distance, and I do not like that. So I loved tigers, and this person is not complaining that she didn't like the fact that she had tigers. Like, well, the other thing is that we all have body goals, right? Look at this person and say, if only I look like this person. But the thing is that your body goal, the person that you're so in about, that you want your body to look like that, has another person that she feels like she's not good enough to, and is looking up to another person's body and hoping and wishing that was her body. Not the truth. I'm just that's something that you despise, that you do not like about yourself. There's someone out there who loves and adores and wish that they had that particular thing in their body. Fact. I had a lot of insecurities about my body. Forget about my hips. I had insecurity about my eyes, about my mouth. Seriously, I'm going to go into that. But let me tell you how I overcome my insecurity about my hips. Because there was a time that I was only wearing clothes that covered it. I would wear flared dresses. I would wear peplum tops. Well, let me just touch that a little bit. Ways to which you can reduce the appearance of your hips, because you cannot totally take it away. Like I said, it has to do with your skeletal structure. You can do that by the kind of dresses you wear. Wear dresses that do not hug your hips so much. Wear dresses that just keep skin down. It's like peplum blouses, like flared dresses. and the kind of material that you use to make your dresses also. Materials that are clingy tend to like accentuate the fact that you have hip dips. You can also do exercises. Exercises does not get rid of hip dips. It doesn't, but it kind of reduces the appearance because you kind of activate your lean muscle, you activate your gluteus, and it kind of reduces the appearance but doesn't necessarily take away the hip dips. And the most common known way of getting rid of hip dips is through surgical operation. You pack those fats on those hips, you pack the silicons on those hips, so it kind of covers and hides to them. I researched and got to know more about it, what it's called and everything. And then I watched videos of people that still has hip dips and them talking about it, getting this kind of courage about it. And then also that we even have celebrities, like well-known celebrities who have hip dips. Like there's Beyonce, and she's rocking it, putting on bikinis, 1-piece, 2-piece swimsuits. It is perfectly showing, and she's not caring. And she's a celebrity. I know we're not supposed to seek public validation, but she's a celebrity. And then we have Bella Hadid. That girl is a model, and she's a beautiful definition of hip dips, like perfect hip dips. She's slim, she's a model, and she walks that runway swinging those hips with the hip dips and all. I told you I had insecurity about my height, insecurity about my mouth. What changed my lips was the fact that everybody loved how slim, they're taking your length. Everybody loved how small my lips were. They like really admired my lips. I just didn't like them myself. So like I said, everything boils down to body confidence. The whole conclusion of what I'm trying to say is that fuck general assumption, fuck general opinion about what should be the perfect body and what not. Like, why should figure eight be the thing? Why can't it be A shape? Why can't it be apple shape? What the hell? Like, this thing is just so fucked up, because when I was in secondary school, the thing in what was in vogue was slim girls. Then later, now it's thick girls that is in vogue. Before, what was in vogue was extremely fair girls, and now it's melanin girls, and it's just still continue changing. So if you're always changing your body to please others, my dear, you could change. I've talked too much. Anyways, I'll just leave you guys with this. Body confidence is everything. The way you view yourself is where other people are going to view you. So boost that self-confidence, boost that body confidence. That's how I'm going to leave you with is that God is an artist. You cannot expect a craftsman or an artist to create the same unique pattern all through. Then his skills will not be known. So God decided to perfectly create each of us differently to give us that specific attribute to show his wonderfulness, show his whatever. It's like different colors. We have, I don't know, until 12, but yeah, way more than 12. We have lots of colors, yeah, and we have different colors that we love. I like the color black. I love blue. So when I'm going out to get things, I mostly get things in the black and blue category. I know my room is pink, and I want a pink dress, but like this was my favorite color when I was in sex school, and that's when we painted the room. So yeah, that doesn't mean that because you are green, you shade yourself. Because you're someone out there that loves and adores green. Because you're lime, because you're yellow, shade yourself. No, we are all different and unique and beautiful in our way. So just love yourself for who you are. And I really do hope that you all gained and benefited from this. Till next time, I am Shaya and I love you.